So we recently upgraded your ability to edit and create alumni registrations for a few different reasons. One is, it's ACE program goal to increase the what we call throughput efforts, really doing a better job of tracking our alumni and sort of proving program impact through the number of young people that we're getting into college and trade programs, as well as tracking full-time employment in our industry. So the alumni registration is a great way to do that. On the local level at your affiliate, the more you know about your alums, the better data you're going to have to prove the impact of your program. And we kind of take a similar approach at the national level. It also allows you to keep in touch with your alums for, different reasons. We know a lot of alums come back to volunteer to mentor and support the program in other ways. So in this video, it's in three parts. We're going to show you how to, first of all, use the search features to locate and view your existing alumni registrations in your database. Also, how to edit existing alumni registrations, which is a new feature available to you as an administrator. And then another new feature is how to actually create a new alumni record. If you have the information from an alum, but they have not actually registered, you can register essentially on their behalf. I'm starting out in the search student record area, and I'm logged in as an affiliate admin in our test affiliate. I'm searching the student record area because alumni is actually integrated with the student search. And if you think about it, alumni are just students from the past, and we still have those records. We have this tab over here that allows you to search all of the different fields that we collect in the alumni registration. Now, if I want to do a search for uh, total alumni in my affiliate, the way I would do that is I would need to essentially turn the program year off. Now this is going to search all past program years. And I'm going to click show only one record per individual. This search feature searches every program year registration. So if a student participated for more than 1 year, the results are going to show more than one record for that one individual. So if I want to search total individuals, this is going to search the most recent program year registration for each of my alums. Okay. I'm not done yet, so now I need to go into the alumni section and look up at these options here. This first box searches all alumni registration. So in other words, any alum that has a registration record completed. So this is going to search all of my alumni registrations. Go down to search, and I can see all of the individuals who've gone through my program, who've completed at least one program year, who have completed the alumni registration. Of course, the list is very small for this test affiliate. Your affiliate may have more, it may have less. It depends on how much you've been emphasizing having your alums register. Okay, so let's look at some of these other options here. We can search all that have not been updated since originally created. That means that the alum went in at one point in time and updated us on what they're up to. Typically, that's when they're a senior in high school or early on in their post-secondary experience, and they're telling us, what their college major is, what school they're going to, etc. Um, you can also search all with at least one update since originally created. That record might actually be filled in a little bit more. It's going to show us maybe they have an internship or they've already got to the point where they're working full-time in the industry, which is very valuable information. You can also search all who have indicated that they have a major in the industry, uh, all who have reported working full time in the industry, full time not in the industry, as well as those same search parameters, but for internships. All of these search boxes have a tooltip that kind of gives you an idea of what you're actually searching. You can search by dates, as well as all of these different categories that we collect in the alumni registration. So you can search across a wide cross section of information to get the records that you're looking for. Okay, so now let's go into one of the entries here to explore the admin capacity that you have. So we can see that Angelica Pickles previously indicated that she is at Rugrats University studying interior design and landscape architecture. So she gave us some information and that she was going to graduate in 2019. So in order to go in and edit the information, let's say that we're in touch with Angelica and she told us that she is currently working in the industry and we want to go in and update her record. So I go over to edit profile info, I find edit alumnus info, and I click apply. Now this is showing us a view which is essentially identical to what Angelica would see if she logged in to her alumni registration to make the update herself. But now we have that capacity, okay? So we can see that she had already entered her college information. She's already graduated in 2019, but let's go in and add her full-time employment information. So this question that we ask of our alums, have you ever been employed or do you currently have a job lined up in the AEC industry? Yes, no. If we or they hit yes, it opens up some fields to enter the employment. In other words, we kind of only care about her job if she's working in the industry, right? So is this an internship? It's not an internship because it's full time. And then we enter the employer information in here. We select the professional field, the position, test position, and the start date. Let's just say it's 01/01/2026. Um, she's a registered interior designer. And we can also select the data source. So I'm going to select affiliate subadmin because I'm the person who's filling the information in. This question is really directed towards the alum. Are you interested in getting involved in ACE? Let's say that we talked to Angela and she said she was interested. And that's something that you'll be able to search later so you can see of all your alums who's local and who would want to get involved in your affiliate. Go ahead and hit save. And now that information is updated. If I go back to the profile, I can see the information here. Now, because we said that she is full-time employed in the industry, when we go back to search for FTE, what we call FTE, she should come up in that search result. And there she is. In other words, this is a confirmed ACE alum who has gone through our program, gone through college, and is now successfully working in the industry. So a big success for our program. It's a huge data point that we're trying to collect. Okay, so we're back in the student search area. We just ran into a former student who gave us an update on his college and employment situation, and he wasn't sure if he had added to his alumni record or not. So we're going to go look for him. His name is R2D2 and verify if he has completed the alumni registration. So we'll open his profile and we can see that there is no alumni registration in his profile. It would be above the student program registrations area. So in order to create a new record with the new update that R2D2 gave us at the event, similar to editing the alumni info, except the option here is register alumnus instead of edit alumni profile. So we select register alumnus, hit apply, and here we see the same alumni registration that we saw before. Now, this registration gives you the opportunity to update the alum's email if they have a more updated email for ongoing communication purposes. So a lot of times students register with like a school email that goes away after they graduate. So this is an opportunity to update their contact info in our system. And here we can go ahead and, enter the information that they provided, whatever it may be. Okay. You can add multiple education records if you want, but typically we kind of like to just the most recent. So in other words, if they got an advanced degree, I would put that. You can do multiple, um, and then adding employment. It is not an internship. Employer name, Rebel Alliance, Dagobah. Now, R2D2 did not give us a start date for his job, so we're going to just leave that blank. And again, because I am an affiliate subadmin and I'm the one entering the information, I'm putting that here. R2D2 said actually he's not interested in getting involved, and I hit save. And now we have a new alumnus record for a former student in our program.
I noticed that you left the start date field blank, and there were a few other sections that we didn't update. Do you have to have all of the information to make an update, or can you just go in and update one or two fields at a time as you get information?
Good question. So you do not need to have all of the fields. The ones that you do need are, have that red asterisk required sign. This is different from that of the student alumni registration. If they log into their profile, a lot of the fields are required for them because we assume that they have that information. Whereas as an affiliate admin, you may have some, but not all of the information. And we don't want that to prevent you from updating the info that we do have. So, you see a lot of the admin entered alumni records and there is fields that are missing. That's okay. Every piece of information is valuable. So if you only have some of it, you can still create the record. So we want to show you another scenario that might come up. Let's say that you have run into a former student who also updated you about what they're up to, and you want to go in and update their record. Notice that the Create Alumni Record option is not available in this profile. And the reason it's not available is because they were declined both of the program years they participated in, which means they're not really considered a true alumni of the program because they didn't complete any one program year. And so they're not eligible to register as an alumnus. Likewise, you cannot, as an admin, create an alumni registration record for them. If you believe that one of these program years was marked incorrectly, reach out to Ace National. We can kind of work through that with you. We can potentially change this designation. But technically, if somebody did not complete one program year, they're not eligible to register as an alumnus in the database. So there you have it. That's a brief overview of the admin capacity for editing and creating alumni registration records. As a reminder, down in the comment below, we do have a link to the video tutorial for alums themselves to understand the steps of registering. And we also have more information in the affiliate database admin guide on how to manage alumni registration records.